Hey guys, it's Abby with MotorCityNerds. Hi to all new subscribers. Welcome. We're on our way to 3K. We're small, but we're awesome. We have a good time over here. And yeah, I'm on OF, I'm on TikTok, I'm on all the things down below. Let's just get into the House of the Dragon trailer and do a little breakdown here. I haven't watched anybody else's stuff on this. I am hoping that I'm kind of right about things, but I might be wrong. So make sure to correct me in the comments or tell me how you feel or tell me what you think or tell me why you're Team Green, because I'm loving those comments because I truly don't understand it. By the way, I do try to break these down so every level of fan can understand, whether they're a freak like me or you or just an average viewer. I do try to break these down for everybody. Also, I can't be liable for spoilers. I might go into detail, I might not, but I'm just giving you guys the warning up front. Okay, we have Daemon walking into the throne room, which obviously they're not in King's Landing, so I'm assuming this is some type of dream because they have a crown falling in a second. I'm assuming it's some type of dream or a vision, and you know Targaryens are big on that.
It's not just a king.
Okay. People are real thirsty for Cregan Stark right here. Now, this is Cregan Stark. If you notice, we still have ice. This is Ned Stark's sword. I like that we're at the wall because they didn't necessarily have to go all the way to the wall, but they do want to give us that Jon Snow shot. I appreciate that. I like it. But the North is interesting this season because, unlike Game of Thrones, there's some schemy stuff that was going on, and we're not used to seeing how Stark have schemy, plotty things going on. And that's kind of what was going on before Cregan, this young kid here, is in charge. Now that's why Rhaenyra sent her other son. Remember, she sent the younger one to, and he got chomped. And it's said that Jace, this Targaryen son, the older one, the heir to the throne, and Cregan Stark became buds because they were close in age. Now there are theories in the Game of Thrones fandom, even before the show obviously, that Cregan Stark and Jace were hooking up, and that's why Cregan does what he does later on, and I won't get into that and spoil it. But he has a pivotal role in this story. It was always said that Jace went up north and kind of started hooking up with a bastard girl, which is another possibility, but we don't know for sure. And it kind of affects his betrothal, but not really in a huge way. But I don't know how far they're going to go in this show with it. But either way, they become buds. And I do like Rhaenyra's voiceover. See, like we have the, and then we have the 3 dragon eggs. Of course, they want us thinking of Daenerys, but we're getting all this imagery of just Targaryenness, the crown, all of it. So I'm assuming all of that is with Daemon's vision.
They are a protector of the realm.
Now, I am glad we are getting more dragons, and I think they're showing Moon Dancer more than we think. Alright, we got this turd. We got this turd coming into the throne room. Now, remember, him rocking this is always a big deal. It's always saying, oh, I'm named after the Conqueror, I'm the best, I'm out here. We got everybody in green because we're on Team Hightower, and I do like seeing the banner switch. That's just a cool thing to see as a book reader. Now remember, we got Rhaenys still here. I did like seeing this because she doesn't really have a sword in the book or anything like that, but if you look close at them, it looks like they have sigils on the bottom, so I'm wondering if they're swords that were given up as fealty.
To King's Landing.
Okay. We don't really go to King's Landing, so I'm wondering if he's just saying that and she talks him down because she's got a real big thing that goes down. We'll get into Rook's Rest in a minute, but I think she is going to talk Daemon down because they're not going to go to King's Landing in this. I don't think they will. There's no need for it.
Well, what are we going to do about it?
See what he's holding here? We got that Aegon the Conqueror knife they keep shoving down our throats with this prophecy. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. This looks outstanding. This all looks outstanding. Now, this side is kind of going to become like, is this dude really that... I think he sucks.
You must play the board before.
In this, we have Otto still being the hand of the king. And then later on, we see where that... because he gets kicked out of that position.
Cautious fuck.
Ooh, I did like this, but he's such a little rat. And that's the thing, is like Joffrey we loved to hate. He was a little shit. But this guy we just hate.
I want revenge.
Okay, now that revenge is going to be for blood and cheese. And we've gone into length over here about blood and cheese and what goes down with that. I just hope the average audience can get through it.
News spreads through the realm.
So we got the Lannisters. Now this dragon, this is Moon Dancer. I liked what they're doing with the wings here. It's a very cool looking dragon. This is going to be rode by Baela, one of Daemon's twins.
The great houses look.
Yeah, see, he's still rocking this pin over here.
Come to our side.
See, that's wild. That's crazy right there. We got everybody's out here. This is wild. And I love to see this. I love to see extras. I love to see things actually happening. It makes a difference on camera.
I did not think they would be so eager to die.
Daemon's ready. Steady ready. I love seeing the fleet from the Valarians. I love an armada. That's sick.
My ships sail at your command.
Okay. I like that we're getting a lot more dragons in it. There are going to be dragons in your dragon show.
There's no leader strong enough to unite it.
We got Daemon a little usurpy, and I don't know.
Do you accept me
See?
as your queen and ruler?
Because I was talking about this in my recap, that Daemon has always been respectful of the succession and the traditions and things like that. So if he starts switching up completely, which I think they might have him, I think we might despise him. That way, if we do make it all the way to the God's Eye at the end of this season, and if you know, you know, it'll be easier for the audience to digest what happens to him. Oh, see, that's Sunfire. Now, Sunfire is Aegon's dragon, which kind of sucks, because Sunfire's like this beautiful gold dragon, and it was always said how beautiful and majestic his dragon was, and the fact that it was gold kind of signified even more like he's the heir, he wears the crown type deal, even though Rhaenyra's is also a yellow color, but it was always specifically said that Sunfire is like a beautiful, bright gold dragon. That's why you'll start seeing the sigil change up, where one side will have the black Targaryen flag with the red dragon, and the other side will have the green for House Hightower with the gold dragon in the middle, because his dragon is gold. Now, this is all Rook's Rest. And Rook's Rest is going to be rough. But awesome.
Senseless wars end.
Shall none of us prevail?
I do like that they're showing still that these women aren't the ones causing it. It's the men causing all the chaos around them, and they're just trying to hold their families together. Even though that's not exactly how I took it in the book, I appreciate this version of it.
Not like this.
Sick.
Alicent holds love for our enemy.
I was kind of taken back, because Aemond, if you know, he starts reaching for more and more power, because he's like, my brother ain't good enough to do this. And it's not wrong. He's not wrong. But the fact that he's getting so sneaky off rip against his own mom, that's sneaky rat shit.
That makes
You never go against your mom. I'm assuming that's going to be the Northerners going to the Wall to see it. And like I said, they want that Jon Snow vibe. This looks amazing. This looks amazing.
The enemy without may be fought with swords. The enemy within
Oh, yeah. So remember those twins on either side in the King's Guard and the Queen's Guard? They're going to go at it, and it's a whole metaphor for what's going on.
is more insidious.
That transition is sick. That transition is so cool. Okay, this guy. Okay, all you need to know about this guy, he's a bastard of Corlys's, and they start throwing literally everybody on dragons. Anybody they think has a drop of blood, they start throwing on dragons. Yeah, see? Oh, see, Moondancer looks cool. That's all going to be Rook's Rest. Now, what she's talking about, there are other ways to wage war. She's talking about blood and cheese. Now, we've talked about blood and cheese. If you don't want to know what happens, skip forward like 30 seconds. Daemon pays her to get two of the worst scumbags she can find in Flea Bottom to sneak into the castle and kill kids that are the queens and Aegon, the piece of shit king. And it's really messed up, and it's really sad, and that's why they're having a funeral later on in the trailer. But also, that's the revenge that Aegon is talking about taking, and that's what she's talking about right here. There are other ways to wage war, and it's rough.
Fight a war.
Yeah, see, they're exchanging money, things like that. Now, the riot at the, see, they're both in their funeral things. They're wearing the black, they're wearing the veil. And then this riot erupts, which is going to be crazy. And sad, probably. Now, this all is going to be Rook's Rest. Rhaenys, I won't give anything away too bad. But Rhaenys, the older Targaryen woman, my favorite, the queen who never was, Corlys, the black dude's wife, she rides into battle, her and the Red Queen, her dragon, melees, versus Vhagar, my favorite dragon, with Aemond One Eye, and the King Aegon II on Sunfire. So she squares up against two dragons versus one and goes hard in the paint. and it's wild and it's great and it's one of the best dragon battles we have in the books. So it'll be really really cool to see, and I'm really excited for it. But yeah, I'm hoping everybody really loves this season. But it might be rough for a lot of people. And I was saying if they get to this I don't think we're getting anything past the middle of the season. So if this is all stuff before the middle, and then if they still keep going, that's a lot, and I'll give them a lot of credit. Also, you have to remember that some of these dragons have been steady fighting their entire lives, like Vhagar, the one who chomped the little dragon. Melee's with Rhaenys, she's been in battles before. That's a battle-hardened dragon. Some of these are just newcomers that have never been about this life, and some are about it. And Melee's is nothing to sneeze at, and so that it's a good battle.
War is coming. Neither.
This I was shocked by. This is Vermithor. This is the dragon that Daemon was singing to last season. This was the dragon of his father, and Vermithor is smaller than Vhagar, but the second biggest dragon in this war, and is sweet. And I love this shot of the living dragon versus when she's in front of the skull, which is really cool. But that's Vermithor, and I thought it might be the cannibal, but I was like, why would they do that? But it could also symbolize like we're eating ourselves from the inside. But either way, it's Vermithor, and it's sick, and I really love this design. Now, I'm sure there's 10 million other people that are doing the same exact thing, but yeah, thank you for being here. And I just like to have fun, and I'm really excited for a lot of this. And if I'm wrong, let me know. But I'm so excited for House of the Dragon. My interview with the vampire review is up. I know if I'm on TikTok. What else? What else is up? I got a bunch of stuff up. Go check that out. But yeah, I'm so excited to go back to Westeros. I really am. And people think that I hate it, but I really don't. But there are some things that I'm more excited to see than others. And if we can get to the God's Eye, that'll be crazy.